Hello friends, this is the logo of the Italian automotive brand Alfa Romeo. It depicts a rather strange picture. A snake devours a person. Is this a direct reference to the domination on Earth of creatures with the pupils of reptiles in human form? What are their plans? And who are they? That's what today's video is all about. So throughout human history, snake creatures of this type are found in different cultures. Some believe it's a representation of the very reptilians the ancients saw. Another group of researchers believe that this is a tribute to Satan, which in the Bible is called an ancient snake. The logo depicts a circle divided into two parts, a cross on one side and a snake on the other. The red cross is the coat of arms of Milan, in which the company Alfa Romeo was founded. It is the coat of arms of the Visconti family, known in Milan, who ruled in the Middle Ages. Why did they choose such a strange image as a coat of arms? According to legend, this symbol chose Otto Visconti, one of the genera who ruled Milan, as his coat of arms. In a crusade in 1187, Otto met and defeated the Saracen prince. After the victory, he took the shield as a trophy and made it his coat of arms. However, this legend is doubtful, as Otto himself was born in 1207, 20 years after the declared battle. And in general, this man was not known as a warrior, but as an archbishop. Therefore, it is illogical that the archbishop would choose such a coat of arms. Although it is not surprising if in the modern world, the Pope of Rome breeds a snake, unambiguously hinting to humanity who is the master of the world. Researching this topic, one may come across the information that the snake was not originally green, but rather blue. Hence, the blue snake, who in the modern world so called. By the way, the city of Pruzhany in Belarus also has such a coat of arms with a snake in the mouth of which the person. According to David Icke's theory, a researcher in this field, the reptilians mostly live in tunnels and caves underground, but some are also present in society. Those within the human race hold important public offices, allowing the reptilian race to rule over the millennia. Human control allows them to extract precious gold for their race in huge quantities and to have access to all its reserves. To make sure, be sure to watch the video, Where Did the Earth's Gold Go? They also depend heavily on the aura of their surroundings. There is a theory that negative emotions, such as fear, hatred, aggression, shame, nourish them energetically. That is why they try to spread these feelings among the population through media resources and geopolitical instability. All this resembles a brief description of one of the fantastic novels, right? Meanwhile, this theory is quite popular. Let's figure out why. Reptiloids are one of the oldest mythological images found in almost every culture in the world. They are present in Greek mythology, in Egyptian, in Chinese and Indian, and many others. It's as common as a dragon or an elf, but until the end of the 20th century, he made little use of the authors of science fiction and popular in the 60s fantasy. The main heroes of other worlds were still gray men and elves with gnomes. But everything changed in 1984. On May 6, 1984, the miniseries V: The Final Battle, directed by Richard Tefron, was released on television. The plot is simple. Aliens come to Earth, resembling people, and introducing themselves as friends of mankind, offer various kinds of technological gifts. Only a small group of resistance exposes the aliens and their true motives. It is easy to guess that snakes were hiding under the human face. The series was a success, with a full season in October 1984. Although only one season was filmed, the film's popularity was high and the number of fans grew over the years. Warner Brothers released a remake of the series in November 2009. And interestingly, after a stunning success, the series is canceled for season 2. Many conspiracy theorists claimed that the reason the series was canceled was because it detailed the plans of these creatures to seduce the peoples of Earth. So, the series shows a race of reptiles in the form of humans who pretend to be aliens fleeing some cosmic catastrophe that has befallen their home planet. They offer people the highest technology in exchange for coexisting with people on Earth. They also suggest that people be cured of almost all diseases by inviting them aboard their spacecraft. But as you understand, not everything is that simple. In this series played a story in which people are no longer coming out of their people. Anyway, be sure to watch this show online while it's still out there. It also describes the ability of one of the members of this race to control the minds of men, more precisely, to take over their minds through telepathy. But at first, it fails, and you have to create a hybrid of reptilian and human to influence everyone. In general, it is necessary to view, and we keep going. Friends, today, as real researchers who are willing to accept and analyze absolutely any information, I want to propose one of the theories about who are the reptilians. It can go against all your beliefs that have been stuck in your head for years. But let's clear our minds for a moment and just take other information for thought. The fact is that almost all human encounters with reptilians, so-called aliens, were accompanied by interesting phenomena which were reflected in other information from the past. Almost all encounters with these creatures were remembered by people's smell of sulfur, and this is the smell associated with the presence of evil spirits or demons, or simply demons. That theory also exists, and let's not discount it. Also, many people after meeting with these creatures felt a moral, physical, and mental decline. So there's this version. Reptilians are basically devils, creatures that have an immaterial nature. Demons came to Earth from the sky after losing a celestial war, if you will. The goal of demons is to subjugate the material world, and above all, man. The demonic reptilians aspire to be imbued with human genes and minds, to possess human consciousness through instilling in people a false worldview, to make mankind their blind instrument, obedient instrument for the achievement of their self-serving, unselfish goals. Some would say, why do demons need humans when reptilian demons are more powerful than man? It's all about the original nature of demons and the original nature of man. The power of demons is indirect. They are inherently immaterial in our usual sense. In other words, they may temporarily take on a wholly material form, but have no direct influence on the material world, as human beings created in the image and likeness of the Creator can. Devils can only act by subjugating people, and in such a way that blinded mental people themselves voluntarily make a demonic will. There is a mystery here. Just as the Creator materialized in human form, opening up to man the possibility of a higher transformation, so do devils' reptilians seek to incarnate in human form by permanently mixing your corrupt astral genocode with human DNA. Maybe that's where the world's government's manipulation of genetically modified products, various experiments, and so forth. Who knows? The Antichrist, who is prophesied to be the first hybrid of man and the reptilian, that is, to have a dual nature. By the way, a huge amount of information about reptiloids is mentioned in ancient Indian texts. There they are called Nagi. The word Nagi in Sanskrit refers to a deity or class of mythological creatures taking the form of a snake, primarily a king cobra. Nagi, aka reptiloids, are mentioned in Hindu and Buddhist texts. It is said that Nagi live underground. They are legends in the folklore of the Hindu tribes still living in South India, as well as the Australian Aborigines. In these legends, the Nagi inhabited a large continent that existed somewhere in the Pacific. It sank, and its remnants formed the Indonesian archipelago and Australia. It is said that the Nagi have established an underground civilization, technologically far more advanced than ours. They are also believed to possess superhuman abilities. The Cambodian legend of the Nagas states that they are a reptilian race of creatures who had a vast empire or kingdom in the Pacific. By the way, in Hollywood was supposed to be a movie, Underwater Empires, but by a strange coincidence he never saw the light. Sculptures of the seven-headed Naga snake can be seen in Cambodian temples such as Angkor Wat. It is possible that this representation is 7 times in the Naga society. In general, as we can see, this race has been present throughout human history in a great number of cultural strata. Friends, today we have considered two hypotheses about what reptilians are. Be sure to share your opinion in the comments, put your fingers up if the video you liked and made you think, and, of course, subscribe to the channel.